This is a self-myofascial release for the feet. And I'm using a yoga tune-up ball. It's a therapy ball, but you could use a tennis ball. You want something with a little bit of give because the fascia, or connective tissue, responds better. So begin with both feet underneath of you. And we'll just do a little foot scan. So you might close your eyes to bring your awareness down to where the sole of the foot meets the earth. And just notice here, what do you feel? Do you notice if you're standing on one leg more than another? Or maybe rocked forward or back? Or perhaps in one foot or both, you notice a rolling in, okay, this is pronation, or rolling to the outside edge of supination. So without judgment or analyzing, which that can take some training, just notice what is real and what is true. Okay, good. And then we'll begin with the first rollout here on the inside arch of the foot. And I'm rolling from the big toe side to the pinky toe. And I'm picking up, I'm just going in one direction. So I'm going from the big toe to the pinky toe, picking it up. And you could do this rollout with your hand, with some kind of support with a chair or the wall, or even do the whole sequence from your chair. Okay, and then we'll come to the lateral arch so that you're on the pinky toe side, and then just rolling to the big toe side. Notice how the heel is anchored. And how much pressure should you have? Enough that it's interesting, right? Like there should be some moderate sensation, but never pain. Okay, then I'm going to anchor the heel. And now going in two different directions. So you're rolling to the big toe side, to the pinky toe side. And this is inversion and eversion. And notice the movement coming from the ankle. So I'm rolling here right underneath the ball of the foot. So right here. So you want good spring on the sole of the foot, because then there's a resiliency, a fluidity that will be translated, through the whole body. Almost like you're walking around on snowshoes. Okay. Then, go ahead and take the ball right in front of the heel. Okay, like you're wearing a stiletto. And then you're going to scrub from side to side. And not that this isn't advocating for stilettos. In fact, I'm reading a book right now called Barefoot Strong, and it's written by a podiatrist who also studies healthy movement patterns. So she's a big fan of going barefoot, or at least, minimal footwear. Okay. Then, find someplace in the middle of the foot, and you're just going to rock forward and back. Just shifting your weight here. And you could do this, several places on your foot. I'm just going to choose one spot, just for sake of time. Okay. Now, and if you find an interesting trigger point, you could even just stay there. Okay, and just take a couple of breaths. This is called sustained compression. So the last movement is stripping. Okay, so you'll think of 3 vertical lines on the sole of the foot. So the big toe side, and that podiatrist, she also advocates for rolling of the feet. In fact, she has every one of her patients rolling their feet in the morning and at night. And she even recommends, just doing it while you're brushing your teeth. And now I'm going down the middle of the foot. And then the outside edge. And then from there, go ahead and take another foot scan just to notice that side. Oh yeah, I feel a big difference from side to side. Maybe notice tingle, pulsing, microcurrents. Or maybe the side that you rolled out just feels a little more connected up into the leg or even that whole side of the body. Okay, and then we'll do the other foot. So starting in the medial arch. So you can think of your feet like your foundation, if you will, for your whole body, your whole structure. And if there is some distortion of the foundation, or if there's some tilting or collapsing or tension, then it will be translated further up into the body, just like a building would. So we have this, the eyes want to stay on the horizon. It's called a righting reflex. Okay, and then come to the outside edge, and rolling from the outside to the inside. So the eyes want to stay on the horizon, and so if there's some distortion in the feet, it will create all these compensating patterns, going up into the body. So, okay, take your heel. Now I'm going to invert and evert the foot, coming from the ankle. So this is not a panacea, of course, but it is a really good first step towards, finding more ease in the body. Okay, and then here's that stiletto heel, and then you just have that little scrub from side to side. Okay, then finding that one point, someplace in the center of the foot, and rocking forward and back. And usually on this foot, it's a little bit more lateral. Oh yeah, right there. Okay. So just shifting your weight forward and back. And again, remember that this is one that you could do, several different places. Okay. Then the last movement is stripping. So feel the inside edge of the foot, like one vertical line. And then down the middle. And then to the pinky edge. Okay, and then go ahead and take another stand. Notice what you feel. Maybe notice the difference from the first time that you did your foot scan. Okay, so we first notice with a foot scan, what is real for us? Like where do we feel the compensating patterns or the weight distribution, in the feet? And then we do the rollout, we continue with the rollouts. And then the last piece of this is, when you're standing really well in your feet, you're standing equally with equal distribution in the feet triangles. So you have your base of your big toe, the base of the pinky toe, and then right in front of the heel. Okay. So when you're standing well in your feet, in your base, you have equal attention, equal weight in the feet triangles. So you can think of feet triangles if you are, doing a yoga pose, where your feet are on the earth, or if you're standing in line, at the grocery store, or even going for a long hike. You can think about the feet triangles to help with the weight distribution and finding some symmetry. Namaste.